So that is what. So here see, the lesson itself is named like that, subjective comprehension. So what is the meaning of subjective comprehension means? Right, nothing but an understanding ability of a particular thing. Directly we can say like this. Okay. Okay, right. Hasn't been started yet. Yes, very nice. Now it's looking great. Yes, okay. So in this part we are going to learn about subjective comprehension part. Right, in the earlier part we have discussed a few things with regard to subject comprehension. How better you understood it, I don't know. So today in this part I'm going to show just we are going to better you understood it, I don't know. Right, we are going to go with different parts of a session like that. Right, very good. Okay, right, let's continue. Okay, right, look at the screen. On the screen, right, I have shown you even this thing only we have discussed in the earlier part. Right, so to the little girl, see, he was a figure to be feared and avoided every morning before going to work. He came into her room and gave her a casual kiss, to which she responded with "Goodbye, father." And oh, there was a glad sense of relief when she heard the noise of the carriage growing fainter and fainter down the long road. Right? So by going through these things we have discussed in the earlier part, right, it's in this class we are going to continue with the rest of things in this lesson part. Okay, yeah, clear everyone? Right, that is what. So next, if we look at this part, in the evening when he came home, she stood near the staircase and heard his loud voice in the hall, "Bring my tea into the drawing room, as in the papers come at. Mother, go and see if my paper is out there, and bring me my slippers." So this is a general conversation that was taken between the girl and the girl's father. Right, up to here we have discussed in the earlier part. Right, its continuation. Now we have to learn about its continuation. Right, look at the second stanza. Kezia. So Kezia is the name of the girl. Yeah, very good. Okay, mother would call her, "If you are a good girl, you can come down and take off father's boots." Father's boots. Here, boots refers nothing but shoe. Okay. Okay, right, very good. Okay, right, let's continue. Right, here you have to understand one thing. So this class is meant for subjective comprehension. So subject to comprehension means nothing but, so by going through a paragraph or a situation, you have to understand it. Okay, to enable you understand things well, what you have to do, what you are supposed to do, these all things will be discussed while the topic is being discussed. Right? Did you understand this? సో ఇక్కడ మనం ఏం నేర్చుకుంటామంటే అంటే ఇలాంటి కాంప్రహెన్షన్ని ఏ విధంగా అర్థం చేసుకోవాలి, కాంప్రహెన్షన్ అర్థం చేసుకునేటప్పుడు ఎటువంటి స్ట్రాటజీస్ని మనం అప్లై చేయాలి. సో ఇలాంటి విషయాలన్నీ డిస్కస్ చేసుకుంటూ కాన్సెప్ట్ని డిస్కస్ చేసుకుంటూ ఉంటాం. సో యాజ్ ఎ రిజల్ట్ వీ మే ఏబుల్ టు అండర్స్టాండ్ సంథింగ్. సో ఇన్ వాట్ వే we are supposed to read them, in what way we are supposed to question ourselves. If we do all those things, it enables us learn things well. So that is what I'm telling, right? So far what did I say? Did you understand this up to there? Because in the earlier part we have discussed all these things. Okay, and yesterday I was not able to conduct the classes. Actually I was vaccinated, therefore I was suffering with a bit fatigue, so therefore I couldn't conduct the classes. So that is the reason yesterday I didn't come to you with classes. Right? Did you get my point, everyone? Yeah, very good, very good. Okay, right, let's see. Just you have to look at the screen part, try to understand it, try to get it. Yes, only one thing you have to do, just to make yourself 100% attentive. So it enables you understand things. Right? Very good, Sacharya. Okay, right, shall we go ahead? Right, Kezia, mother would call to her, if you are a good girl, you can come down and take off father's boots. Yeah, slowly the girl would slip down the staircase, more slowly still across the hall, and push open the drawing room door. Yes, by that time he had his spectacles on and looked at her over them in a way that he was terrifying to the little girl. Well, Kezia, hurry up and pull off these boots and take them out. Have you been a good girl today? So when the girl was asked a question, have you been a good girl today? Have you been good girl today? What is the meaning of it? Right, ee roju manchi good girl ga unnava? Have you been a good girl today? So for that, in what way the girl has responded. So it was given at the last line of the paragraph. See there, I don't know father. So the way I read, I don't know father. So what does it mean? If we read that, the real situation shows us nothing but stammering. In such a way, she stammered. Right? Did you understand this? Did you all get my point? Okay, right here. So then therefore, by going through these two paragraphs, we understood for the girl or father only a figure to be feared, first thing. And the second thing, her father usually go to this girl's room and kiss her. Okay, so when she was kissed, and she felt very relaxed because she understood that's a symbol that he is going outside, that it is the meaning of it. So therefore she felt very relaxed one, isn't it? Yeah. Okay, so up to here these all things, right? And the main thing, you people have to do one thing, just like our video. You must like them. You people are watching it but they are not hitting the like button. Just try to hit the like button. Right, up to here I think you people understood some things. So this comprehension only I told. Right, there was a girl. The girl gets scared of her father. When her father asked her, she started speaking like that. I don't know father. So what does it mean? It means, as she stammered, when we generally stammer, if we get scared of other people, though we are able to speak, but we don't speak in appropriately because of the fear. In the same way, the last sentence itself is telling she was very scared of her father. But what question was asked by the father at the girl? Did you understand this? Can anybody say what question was put at the girl? What question was put at the girl, to which the girl responded like, I don't know father? Did you understand my question? So a girl, I don't know అంటే చూడండి, నేను నా మాట నా స్టామర్ అవుతుందని కాదు, ఆ లాస్ట్లో సెంటెన్స్ చూసారా, ఐడిడి డోంట్ నో అనేది, అంటే మన రియల్గా కరెక్ట్ పలకాలితే అలా పలకనమాట. ఓకే, సో ఆ ఆన్సర్ ఇవ్వటానికి కోసం ఆ గర్ల్కి వాళ్ళ డాడీ ఏ క్వశ్చన్ అడిగాడని అడిగాను మిమ్మల్ని. రైట్, మనీ ట్రై టు ఆన్సర్ ఇట్. వాట్ క్వశ్చన్ వాజ్ పుట్ అట్. ఇలాగ మనకి కాంప్రహెన్షన్ నాలెడ్జ్ అనేది ఉండాలి. ఏ ఎగ్జామ్ తీసుకున్నా సరే మనకి కాంప్రహెన్షన్ అనేది ఖచ్చితంగా మనకి ఉంటుంది. ఆ కాంప్రహెన్షన్ ఆన్సర్ చేయాలంటే ఇప్పటి నుంచి మనం ఇలాగ అర్థం చేసుకోవడం ప్రయత్నం అనేది చేయవలెను. రైట్, డిడ్ యూ అండర్స్టాండ్ దిస్? అండ్ ద మెయిన్ థింగ్ ఐ ఆస్క్డ్, ఐ టోల్డ్ టు హిట్ ద లైక్ బటన్. Okay, though around 8 to 10 members were watching the screen, but only 3 likes. Just hit the like button. Okay, right, so will you answer? Yeah, right, very good. Have you been good girl today? Yeah, very good. So now, so for that question, right, a question was put at the girl, for the question to which the girl responded, I don't know father. Right, very nice. Okay, up to here I think you people understood. Right, let's see. You don't know. If you shutter like the mother, like that, mother will have to take you to the doctor. Shutter, SHUTTU, stutter. Yeah, very good. Okay, stutter. If you stutter like that, mother will have to take you to the doctor. Then the father has explained her, hey, why are you speaking such a stammerly, like I don't know father? If you stutter like that, your mother will have to take you to the doctor. She never stuttered with other people. But here we have to read the third sentence. By reading the third sentence, we can understand. Actually, she doesn't, stammer when she is speaking with other people, but had quite given up, but only with father. But here, such kind of stammering she usually gets when she was trying to, speak with her father. So by going through these things also we could understand. Okay, right, she is very scared of her father, isn't it? She is very scared of his father, her father, right? So did you understand this? Okay, she never stuttered, right? She never stuttered with other people, had quite given it up, but only with father, because then she was trying so hard. What is the reason? She was trying to so hard to say the words properly. She was trying to say hard. So when do we say hardly? When do we say some things in a hardest manner? Because at least if we don't know things, one thing, and the second thing are, though we know something, if we are scared of other people, the moment itself, we generally get stammering part, isn't it? Right, did you understand my word? Okay, Right. So I asked one more question. Okay, why do the girl stammered? Why did the girl stammer when she speaks with her father? Here we can answer because of fear. Isn't it? Because of fear we can say like that. Okay, what's the matter? What are you looking so wretched about? Wretched. W-R-E-T-C-H-E-D. See here. The underlined part. Wretched means nothing but unhappy. W-R-T-C-H-E-D. Wretched. Wretched is a verb and it means, and it's a verb. It's a verb. Very good. Okay, yeah, very good. So what does the word wretched mean? W-R-E-T-C-H-E-D. Wretched. What does the word wretched mean? Can anybody answer? What does the word wretched mean? W-R-E-T-C-H-E-D. Yeah, very good. Unhappy. Okay. What's the matter? You are looking so unhappy about. Mother, I wish you taught his child. So, right. So, mother asked her actually. Okay, this is here. Who is the speaker of these words? What are you looking so wretched about? So, in this sentence was spoken by her mother, yet the girl. Right, clear my word? And I wish you taught this child not to appear on the brink of suicide. So, what is on the brink of suicide means? Actually, on the brink of suicide. So, it's an idiomatic expression. Right, on the brink of suicide. So see that I have selected. See that. So what does it mean? It's nothing but about to commit suicide, like that, in such a way. On the brink of suicide. On the brink of suicide means committed to suicide. Okay, in such a way. It's not in the suicide actually. Okay, right, clear my word everyone. So what is the idiom? The idiom that is used in this passage part. Can anybody answer? What is the idiom that is used in this passage? Okay. Right. Okay, let's see one more thing. Right, the brink of the suicide had Kezia carry my teacup back to the table carefully. Right, he was so huge. Can anybody say what does he refer? The selected part. In this part I have selected he. What is he refers? He refers nothing but, right, her father, the girl's father. Right, he was so big. Who was so big? He was so big. And his hands and especially his mouth, when he yawned. So Y-A-W-N-E-D. Yawned mean nothing but before going to hit the bed. So we generally open your mouth, which symbolize that we are getting sleep. So that is called yawn. When he yawned, thinking about him alone was like thinking about a gain. Right, for this girl, when she looked at her father, her father very huge in size. As she is a girl, generally the other people would resemble or would seem like a very huge in size. That's a quite common thing. Okay, and the second thing, when he slept or when he sleeps on the bed or on the sofa set, okay, when she looks at his hands and when he opened his mouth to yawn it, she feels, when she thinks about her father, she feels like she was thinking about a giant. So the giant is mean nothing but a huge personality. Okay, very huge personality, we may say as a giant. So she was feeling, by looking at father, and when she was thinking about her father, she thoughts like that. Oh, she thinks like that. It's not she thoughts. She thinks like that she was thinking about a giant. Right, did you understand up to here? Okay, let's see the fourth paragraph. On Sunday afternoons. Right, on Sunday afternoon. Sunday is meant for, okay, as it is holiday, mostly the father, mother, everybody are generally in the home. Right, on Sunday afternoon, grandmother sent her down to the drawing room to have a nice talk with father and mother. So for this girl, actually, this girl is meant for scared, and as she is very scared about her father, even her mother also, when her mother speaks, even by the words that were used at the girl by her mother, even the girl, she gets somewhat scared of even mother too. So that is why, to make the girl free, her grandmother sent her to the drawing room where her mother and father are there. And actually, what is the reason, what is the intention of her grandmother? Just to make this girl to be free and to encourage the girl to speak with her father and mother in a free way. Right, did you understand this? Okay, up to here we came, right? Right, let's see. One more thing, let us see. Okay, yeah. So if we look at the next part, we can understand more things. Right, very nice of you all. Right, are you all getting my points? Are you all getting my points? Say yes, sir, if you understand very well. Right, on Sunday afternoon, grandmother sent her to the drawing room to have a nice talk with the father and mother. But the little girl always found mother reading. But when the girl, wants to talk with them, then really, okay, her mother always find that she reads something, and father stretched. Stretched means, what is the meaning of stretch? Stretched. It's also verb. So wretched, stretched. There we came across two terms, which are like, with the homophones, wretched and stretched. But wretched means unhappy, stretched means extended. Out on the sofa, his handkerchief on his face, his feet on one of the best cushions, sleeping soundly and snoring. Okay? Yeah. Yes, very good. Snoring. S-N-O-R-I-N-G. Snoring. What is the meaning of snoring? If we observe elderly people, the elderly people generally sleeps. During their sleep, they make some kind of sound. So that is, that as there is no freeness in their larynx. As there is no freeness in their larynx, there might be some sounds. Those are called very good, man. Yeah, that is called nothing but gorka. Yeah, very nice of you. Right, see this picture resembles. So here, if we look at this picture itself is telling so far what did I say. So in this picture, see that when the girl comes, what did she find? She find her mother reading, and she find her father sleeps by covering his face with a kerchief, and he puts one of the legs on the best cushions. So the same situation, so far the passage that we read, okay, that the total paragraph sentences meaning completely was demonstrated by using this picture. Right, clear my word? Okay, right, so the little girl always found mother reading and father stretched out of the sofa. Right, okay, up to here I think you did understand. Did you understand this? Clear my word? Okay, right, let's go. She sat on the stool gravely. So see that, gravely. What is the meaning of gravely? Right? So that is what, this is, I told, subjective comprehension. So if we go through such kind of passages, that is what reading is important for learning, especially language, especially English language. If you have a good habit of reading, by reading itself, you can improve a lot. You can learn many vocabulary, many words. So you're not only that, as you learn those words, now you can there it enables you to use them in an appropriately. So that is what reading is important. So that's what this class is meant for. Make you comprehensive. It's an adverb. I did not ask whether it is an adverb or that, but I asked, gravely. First, what is the meaning of gravely? Very sad, it means. Okay, clear my word? It means very sad. Okay, and him until he woke and stretched and asked the time, then looked at her. So the girl went to speak with her father. Okay, but she did not ask her father to get up or else something. Just she sits and she waits until her father gets up. Okay, let him. Okay, right? Did you understand this? Are you all getting my words? Are you all getting my words? Right, okay. So that is why. So the girl did not speak with her, but she went there and she sits. She sits and she waits for her father walking. So her father, right. Okay, she waits for her father. So finally what happens? Finally her father got up and he asked her, don't stare so. Don't stare so. What is the meaning of it so? So do you know? Don't stare so. Yes, so we generally use so in English language like to express any. Okay? Just do what I'm to do so. నేను ఏమని చేయమని చెప్పానో అదే చేయని అర్థం. అలాగే ఇక్కడ డోంట్ స్టేర్ సో. వాట్ ఈస్ ద మీనింగ్ ఆఫ్ స్టేర్? STRE స్టేర్. స్టేర్ మీన్ నథింగ్ బట్ లుక్ ఫిక్స్డ్లీ. Okay, look fixedly. Okay, at a particular part, even she doesn't move her head, she doesn't move even just she was looking at her father without speaking anything, and even without moving her head, with a constant looking is called stare. Yes, okay. Right, you look like a little brown owl. So here her father referred her as a little brown owl. One day, let's see that. One day, what happens with it? One day when she was kept indoors, grandmother told her that father's birthday was next week and suggested she should make him a pincushion for a gift out of beautiful pieces of the yellow silk. It's not okay, that's what, like statue. Yeah, very good, man. Okay, right? Did you understand up to here? So the next day she was suggested and she was informed that her father's birthday is going to be next week. Therefore, for her father's birthday, her grandmother suggested her to make a pincushion with yellow silks. Right? She actually, as he is fond of sleeping, most probably here our grandfathers suggested her to make a pincushion with yellow silks. Okay, right. So afterwards what happened? With utmost difficulty. It is the meaning. With utmost difficulty. We say it's like with utmost difficulty. Laboriously, with a double curtain. Now, did you understand laboriously mean? Laboriously. What is the meaning of laboriously? Laboriously means very difficult. Okay. It was done in a very difficult way. It's not difficult actually, with utmost difficulty. Suppose if you are asked to do something, right, you people being a kid, you couldn't do some things very quickly. So finally you did something, but for doing that, what do you say generally? Yes, chala kashtabadi chesanu. So we generally say in such a way. So like that we can say laboriously. Laboriously, with a double cotton. The little girl stitched three sides. Stitched. Do you know stitching? So stitched three sides. But what to fill in it? So finally she has collected some things and she has stitched all the three sides, because the fourth side must be left empty or left open, because if she wants to fill it, she has to fill through one open side. So that is what three sides were stitched, but whereas the fourth side was left open to fill it. But here, but there is she herself a question. But what to fill in it with? See here. But what to fill? But what to fill it with? Again, she herself questioned. She herself questioned. Okay, here I have prepared, as I was suggested by my mother, to prepare a pincushion to my father's birthday as a gift, as my father's birthday gift. Okay, right. I did something. I have stitched all the three sides, but whereas this fourth side, I left it alone, open. Okay, the fourth side, I left it open. Now, what to fill? She has asked a question to herself. What to fill it with? That was the question, right? The grandmother was out of in the garden. So when she has prepared all those things, right? So see there, her grandmother was not very close to her. If she is very close to her, at least she would have asked. As her grandmother was out of the garden, she wandered. Wandered means nothing but moved in and around into the mother's bedroom to look for the scraps. So first she wants to fill it, the open place, she wants to fill with the scrap part. And next, that is why she wandered into the bedroom and on the bed table. So when she entered into the bedroom, right? Yes, okay. Okay. So on the bed table, she discovered and nothing but she found, right, a great many sheets of fine papers. Okay, on the bed table, she found a bunch of papers. Those are very fine papers. So she has taken them out. So what did she do with them? Once look at that. Right, many fine papers, gathered them up and tore them into tiny pieces. Tore. Do you know? Tore is what is the meaning of tore? Make into pieces. Okay, chimpatam. So tear, tore, torn, tearing. We have to know the forms of the verb tore. Into tiny pieces. And stuffed her case, then sewed up with the fourth side. So these are all things. So she has collected the papers and she has torn them into pieces, and the open side was filled with this, and finally the fourth side also was stitched. Yes, okay. Right, are you all with me? Are you all able to understand or not? Clear my word? Okay, right, let's see what happened later. Okay, that night there was a hue and cry. Here see, a hue and cry. Nothing but, an issue, a protest in the house. The father's great speech for Port Authority had been lost. So what is the meaning of, hues? So see that, angry or protest, hue and cry means protest. Okay. Speech for Port Authority people, to represent before the Port Authority people. So that was lost. So rooms were searched. See, here rooms were searched. So here what happened to the rooms was mentioned over here. Rooms were searched. Now are you all able to understand in what way we can make some sentences while writing? That is what. So if we go through this kind of small paragraphs, that it enables us, it makes us understand things well. So that is what I'm asking you. You people have to look at the screen and go through different kinds of paragraphs. So where you can get in what way you can make sentences. To make sentences in a correct way. So this is important for us. Okay? Right? Did you understand? Okay. Right, rooms were searched, servants questioned. Finally, mother came into Kezia's room. So, Kezia, I suppose you don't see some papers on the table in our room. So, her mother asked Kezia, I suppose, right? I suppose you did not see some, papers on the table in our room. Very next, Kezia replied, oh, yes. She said, I tore them up for my surprise. So when the girl was questioned by her mother, the girl, bravely, confidently told her, yes, mom, I only tore them up for my surprise. What? Screamed mother. Come straight down to the dining room this instant, now itself. Come. So her mother told her, come straight down to the dining room. And she was dragged down. So here she has been pulled by her mother to where father was facing to and pro. So to and pro. This is also. So here hue and cry. Like to and pro. What is the meaning of to and pro? Her father was facing to and fro, hands behind his back. To and fro in an opposite direction. Vijay, well, he said sharply, mother explained. So when he was in such a state, so her mother has explained what had happened. What did Kezia do? So he stopped and stared at the child. Did you do that? Then for this question, again the girl started stammering. No, she whispered. Mother, go up to her room and fetch down the damned thing. See that the child's put to bed this instant. Right? Did you understand here? So crying too much to explain, she lay in the shadowed room watching the evening light make a sad little pattern on the floor. Then father came into her room with a roller in his hand. I'm going to beat you for this, he said. Oh, no, she screamed, hiding under the bedclothes. So during that evening, so when her father came to her room with a roller and he told, I'm going to beat you for this instant, so not to repeat this one. So when she told like that, her father, her father was told like this, so she tried to, Again, she trying to make herself hide. Right? Did you understand this? Yeah, very good. Okay. Right, I'm going to beat you. So he pulled them up. Them aside. Here, them refer. What is them refer? Can anybody say? He pulled them aside. Pulled them aside. What is them referred? Right, can you answer this question? Them. He pulled them aside. Yeah, very good. Bedclothes. Very nice of you. Right? So here, them refer bedclothes because she was trying to hide herself under the bedclothes. So he pulled them. He pulled them means he pulled the bedclothes, right? He pulled the bedclothes outside. Sit up, he ordered, and hold out your hands. You must be taught once and for all not to touch. You must be taught once and for all not to touch what does not belongs to you. What doesn't belongs to you, you should not touch them. So therefore, you must be taught. Very good. Very nice of you. Very nice of you. Very good. Okay. But it was but the girl was trying to speak. But it was for your birthday. Right? She was trying to, when her father asked like that, but she did not speak very clearly, but she told him, like, sir, father, it is for your birthday. Why did I do that? That is completely for your birthday gift. I don't know whether it is purpose or useful purpose or what or not, but I did that thing because of you. I want to give you a birthday gift. So for that I have taken all those things. So don't write it. So did you understand this? Down came the roller on her little. Down came means nothing but he lowered the roller which he lifted to beat her. So pink palms. So hours later. So some after some hours. Right, after some hours. So what happens either? So hours later, when grandmother had wrapped her in a shawl and rocked her in the rocking chair, the child clung to her soft body. So as the girl was given punishment by her father, right? She was in at her grandmother. So she has covered with the shawl and she started making her in the rocking chair. Rocking chair means nothing but uyala, we say that. So what did God make father for? Then the girl asked this question. What did the girl? So the girl asked, that this is a hard question. Nobody should not expect such kind of questions. But the people, as the girl did not understand her father, then this girl asked the question. Then to her with her grandmother, what did the father make? What did God make father for? So దేవుడు డాడీని ఎందుకు చేశాడని అడిగింది. Right, see that? It's a really horrible question, right? She sobbed. She sobbed means cried a lot. It means S-O-B-B-E-D. Sobbed means cried a lot. It means. Right? Did you understand what is the meaning of sobbed? Even when we learned about in some lessons we learned sobbing, sobbed. So here is a clean hanky, darling. Here is a clean hanky, darling. Here darling refers the daughter because her grandmother was speaking with her. Blow your nose. Go to sleep. You will forget all about it in the morning. I tried to explain to father, but he was too upset to listen tonight. Okay. Here the girl, consoled. I mean, the girl was consoled by her grandmother. Okay. The girl was asked to clean her nose and she was asked to sleep. And she was suggested, if you sleep it, okay, everything will be, you will forget everything. And not only that, I'm going to explain your father all these things. But now itself, it's not possible because your father is in a disturbed mood. As he lost his authority speech. Okay. But the child never forgot. So next time she saw him, she quickly put both hands behind her back and a red color flew into her cheeks. So a red color flew into her cheeks means Yeah, generally, if we look at the people, right? Suppose if we are angry with the people, so when we come across such kind of people, very next, we put our face with like this face, okay? Because yeah, the red color has come to the our cheeks. So the red color flew into her cheeks. Okay, okay, right up to here. Did you understand? Okay, let me explain the ninth paragraph. The McDonald's. So here we are discussing about the other person, McDonald's. Okay, the McDonald's lived next door. They had 5 children. So McDonald is nothing but a neighbor, the girl's neighbor house, neighbor house member. So he had, they had not McDonald. They had 5 children. Looking through a gap in the fence, the little girl saw them playing tag in the evening. The father with a baby, Mo, Mo, on his shoulders. So 2 little girls hanging onto his coat pockets ran round and round the flower beds, shaking with laughter. Once she saw the boys turn the hose on him, and he tried to catch them laughing them the time. Then it was she decided there were different sorts of father. So by that, right, when she looked at the McDonald, so McDonald for them they have 5 children. So when she looked outside through the fence, she found McDonald was playing, and one of his small children was kept over his head, over his shoulder, and two of his children were hanging by holding his pockets, and 2 of other people were roaming around him. Right? Did you understand this? So these all things had happened. So by looking at this girl has come to a conclusion that there are sorts of father. Sorts mean nothing but types of father. Okay, here, because why did she say like that? Because she found her father was very angry all the times, very busy with the office works, and but when she looked at the McDonald was very friendly and he plays with their children, but he doesn't play with his father. But her father doesn't play with her. So it's whether they played or not, we don't know. By just considering these all points, the girl thought that there are sorts of father. Right? Did you understand this? So she thought that there are sorts of father. Sorts, S-O-R-T-S. Sorts mean nothing but types. Suddenly one day mother became ill. So one day what had happened? See that. In one day her mother became very ill. So what happened? She and grandmother went to hospital. As her mother was not feeling well, her grandmother and her mother both went to the hospital. The little girl was left alone in the house with Alice. Alice is nothing but their cook. Okay, that was all right in the daytime. Okay, during the daytime it's not a problem for her, because though her mother was not there, though her grandmother was not there, during the daytime that's not a problem to her, because along with her there is their cook, Alice. But for that, during the daytime she doesn't have any problem. But when it comes to night, what would happen? Let us see. Right, you can see the picture. This picture is being, displayed. What did we read about the McDonald? Right, see, this girl was looking at the McDonald and along with their children, in what way they were playing with this small gap in the fences. So these all things we have discussed. But while Alice was putting her to bed, so this is very important part. So putting her, okay, putting her to bed. See the selected part. You have to look at the selected part. Actually, putting to. It's we have to discuss about the first put to. What is put to mean? సో మనం అంటాం కదా తెలుగులోని చిన్నపిల్లల్ని పడుకుని పెట్టారు అంటారు. పడుకుని పెట్టాను ఇంగ్లీష్లో పుట్ టు అంటారు. ఓకే, ఐ హ్యావ్ టు పుట్ హర్ టు బెడ్ అంటే ఆమెను పడుకుని పెట్టాలి. చిన్నపిల్లల్ని పడుకుని పెడతారు కదా తల్లులు. సో వెన్ అలస్ putting her to bed, she grew suddenly afraid. Okay, right. Okay, she was made to sleep, but all of a sudden, she got fear. She became very afraid. So what had happened? So, what will I do if I have a nightmare? She herself a question. She herself questioned. Okay, so here mother is not there, grandmother is not there. Okay, right now Alice. Right, put me to the bed. Okay, now I'm sleeping, no problem. But what if I get a nightmare? Nightmare means nothing but a bad dream. Right, nightmare means bad dream. Okay, she asked, I often have nightmares. So I often have nightmares and then granny takes me into her bed. Okay, when she gets such kind of bad dreams, okay, as she gets scared of it, very next grandmother used to take her to her bed to make her comfort. But what if she gets such kind of nightmare today because her mother went outside, her grandmother went outside, right? There is no one. So what would happen? She has to, right? I can't stay in the dark. It all gets whispery. So in such a way, she was speaking with her. You just go to sleep, child, said Alice. So here, when she asked this question, when she asked herself as well as when she asked it with her cook, her cook suggested her, you need not to stay here. Why do you have to stay? Well, you just go to sleep, child. So pulling off her socks and don't you scream. Wake your poor pa. Okay, and the girl was suggested by our cook. Okay, don't cry, don't scream, don't make your father get disturbed. But if you get such thing, just nothing but don't worry. Just pull over your bed sheet over your head and try to sleep, no problem. So don't disturb your father, she told. But what happens in the latter? But the same old nightmare came. But for that girl, a nightmare has come. Right? Are you all listening? Hello, dear children. Are you all listening or not? Okay, right? It is going to be. Yeah, very good. Yes, okay. It's going to be closed. Yes. As she thought of, she would get a nightmare, but finally she got the nightmare. See, a butcher. Do you know butcher mean? Actually, butcher, B-U-T-C-H-E-R, butcher. Butcher mean a man who cuts the animals. We call it as a butcher. So she got a dream. Yeah, she got a dream. In the dream, a butcher with a knife and a rope who came nearer and nearer, smiling that dreadfully smile. So in her dream, a butcher has come to her with a knife and with a rope, and he has come to very close to her, and he started laughing at her with a dreadful smile, while she could not move, could only stand still, crying out, "Grandma, Grandma." She woke shivering to see father beside her bed, a candle in his hand. Okay, when she cried, "Grandma, Grandma," in the meantime, her father only came to her. Right? Her father only came to her. But even by seeing her father, by holding a candle in his hand, even this is also makes her more scared. So again, here also she got scared. What's the matter? He said. So when she cried like that, he has come to her and he asked her, what's the matter? Then in the 11th passage, see, in the 11th paragraph, I'm explaining. Okay. So, now she's trying to explain what happens. What had happened? Oh, a butcher, a knife. So she was trying to explain her father. A butcher, a knife. I want granny. She did not explain everything. She told. So she generally scared of her father. That is why she did not speak clearly. She speaks like that. A butcher. There is no interlink between the word to word. A knife. I want granny. He blew out of the candle, bent down to the caught up with the child in his arms. So very next he blew off the candle and he caught her. So he caught her and he put away the puppet, right? The news, okay, right. Carrying her along the passage. So passage means way here. So here the selected part, look at this. Passage means way. To a big bedroom. A newspaper was on the bed. He put away the paper, then carefully tucked up the child. He lay down beside her, half asleep, still with a butcher's smile all about her. It seemed she crept close to him, nugged. Snugggled. Nugged means moved very close to for warm. Her head under his arm, held tightly in his shirts. Okay, right. Finally, her father took her to her bedroom and he put her to sleep. And not only that, he also slept very close to her. But this girl was so she reminds the dream that she had got. By recalling the butcher's dreadful smile, she got scared of. So she moved very close to her father and she tucked her to sit. She tucked her father very close. Then the dark feet. Okay, finally see what happened. What happened, see that. Now you have to look at the underlined part, the selected part. Then the dark did not matter. She lay still here. Rub your feet against my legs and get them warm, said father. So So we have to read the 12th paragraph. Look at the 12th paragraph. Tried out. He slept before the little girl. A funny feeling came over her. Poor father, not so big. Now actually, so far she thought that he is very big, but he is not so big. After all, and no one to look after him. Look after means take care. Look after means take care. It means take care. He was harder than grandmother, but it was a nice hardness. Every day he had to work and was too tired to be Mr. McDonald. She had torn up all his beautiful writings. She stirred suddenly and sighed. What's the matter? Asked her father. Another dream. So here when the girl was sleeping with her father very comfortably, she thought that actually her father was very huge in size, but actually he is no more such a huge. First thing. And she thought that her father is very hard, but actually he is not a very hard, because she understood these all things as there is nobody to look after, right, to take care of. And finally she came to a conclusion. What is that the conclusion? I'll tell you, see that. Okay, here her father generally works since morning to evening. Suppose if she as she deserved her father to be like McDonald, her father might be tired, very tired. So that she has come to a conclusion by looking at all these things, and she was looking at her father. In the meantime, her father asked again, what happened? She told him like another dream. Oh, so that's what, look at this. Oh, said the little girl, my head's on your heart. I can hear it going. What's a big heart you have got, father, dear? Right, when she kept her head very close to her heart, she heard, one kind of vibrations. Those vibrations, nothing but she understood that is very much love of her. Right, did you understand? So in this story, this is story about a little girl. So in this story, we have learned in what way the girl, assumed her father to be a bad, At a certain instant, even the girl asked a question, what did the God made father for? But finally, as there is no one, her father's love has been, exhibited, then she understood that her father's goodness. She understood her father's goodness. Even we too, we feel that by looking at the other people, we generally just come to a conclusion. Our parents are not at all taken care of. But our parents' love, it would be displayed when we are in hearts, when we are in, when we are in difficult positions. Okay, when we are scared positions, it will be displayed. So in such a way, okay, she has got the right chance to know her father's love. Finally, she came to understand. Okay, what did she understand? What did she think about her father? That is not at all correct. Right? Did you understand this? Right? Are you all understood? So, have you all got my point, everybody? Just please make a comment. Yes. Okay, it's I think this class is somewhat hard and horrible one thing, I think, right? Is it correct, everyone? You people are not responding? Because that is what, if I say all those things continuously, you people may not understand it. Yes. Okay. That is what, if you show your willingness, I'm going to go for just testing your comprehension. How better so far you have heard it. So far, how better you heard these all things. Did you heard? Yeah, very nice of you. Very nice of you. Yeah, very nice. Okay, shall I ask some questions on this? Yes. Yes. You felt like it's like a China story. Yeah, it might be. That is what if we don't go through the stores, we may not understand. It's a story. Actually, you know that actually it's one of the English lessons in class 9 CBSE. Okay, just to make you aware of it, just I gave you in the comprehension part I discussed with you this. Okay, shall I ask some questions? And one more, listen. And based on this story, based on this story, I'll send some questions. Try to answer them. Right? Will you all answer? Sure. Still, I did not get a reply from your side. Okay. Oh, okay. I think I made you struggle. Yeah, may I ask now? Okay. So I'll ask some questions. Just I'll ask only 2 or 3 questions. Right, see that. Just I'll ask 2 or 3 questions. Just afterwards we can say that. Look at the screen. So answer the following questions in 1 or 2 sentences. In a simplest way, we have to answer this. Why was Kezia afraid of her father? Right now you have to give answer by generalizing. You need to give an answer by generalizing. The total story you have to generalize. Why was Kezia afraid of her father? Kezia was afraid of her father as she thought that her father was very huge in size. He is very hard. But actually, what did she think? Is it correct? That's not a correct. But when did she come to know that? She came to know that when she understood her father's love. And the second question is either who were the people in Kezia's family? Who were the people in Kezia's family? In Kezia's family, Kezia, her mother, her father, and grandmother. And look at the third question. What was the Kezia's father's routine? What was Kezia's father's routine before going to his office, after going to back from his office on Sundays? So here we were asked three questions. For these three questions we have to answer three answers. First one, before going to his office. Before going to his office, her father's routine is he usually goes to her room and he usually kisses her. And what is the second one? After coming back from his office, he usually comes and sits on the sofa and he asks to bring his tea. And on Sundays, he usually stretches his arms and legs, and by covering his face with a handkerchief, he sleeps. Okay, right? Like this, we can go through different kinds of examples. Part we can understand many things, right? See you all tomorrow, or if there is any class, I'm going to inform to you. Right? Try to be with the classes and try to learn things. Right? See you all next day.